Hey, how you doing? This is Sean with Prepared Homestead, and I wanted to kick off I'm calling Season 2, Episode 1. So Season 2, Episode 1, and then basically throughout this season I want to look at the systems of the greenhouse and see how are they doing, and then also the production, right? I mean, how are we doing production-wise? You know, out of this space, are we getting good production? Okay, so for this episode, I'm going to touch on just a couple of points. One of that is like, hey, what are we doing so far? Right now, today it's May 10th, 2021, here in North Idaho. And, you know, at this time, no one is planting anything outside that is, say, frost sensitive. Okay, there might be there's some cold weather crops that are starting to come out right now. But that's about it. Okay, so that's kind of the foundation for our growing areas. Short season, you know, a lot of people don't even plant until say June 1st. Soil temperatures are still really cool right now. You know, all of that. But here we are on May 10th, and we are doing pretty well in this greenhouse. So let me show you a couple things. Okay, so and we don't use any supplemental heat, so I'll just kind of show you around. Like we're harvesting greens out of this. A lot of lettuce, Swiss chard, broccoli, broccoli leaves, and also broccoli. I mean, check this out. There we go. We got full heads of broccoli going. Arugula, even arugula is going to seed. It's kind of funny. We've got back there in the corner, we've got cantaloupe that's already going up that trellis pretty well, and eggplant right here, and then over here we've got Meyer lemon. It's actually already starting to put on lemon. We've got some hardy kiwi going there, and we've got fig in the back. Actually, it has some figs on them, so we'll see how that does over time. And those are the good things. And we've also got a couple of bad or ugly. So I think we lost that avocado right there. We've been harvesting strawberries. However, I don't know if it's you know, just based on the climate, the humidity, or whatever in here. They don't taste that good. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's just based on the variety or if it is something else. Anyway, so but that was a little bit disappointing, but I mean, I can't complain. I'm harvesting strawberries in North Idaho in May. We've got olive there, and I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm just kind of growing out here. You know, comfrey, and we've got willow cuttings and things like that. Even got some hops there that's growing up that trellis. In fact, it's getting close to the top up there pretty quick. So anyway, that's kind of the that's the good, and I showed you the bad. And as far as our aquaponics system, it's going okay, but I can tell right away that we don't have quite enough nutrients going through the system. You can see the tomatoes are not looking so great, although the basil is looking fantastic, and there's plenty of other things that are doing really well. More hardy kiwi here, and it's going to come up on this trellis, and those things are doing really well. I can't complain about the production that we've had so far. I mean, it's really great to have fresh greens, broccoli, strawberries, those types of things in May. Let me switch to the systems real quick. So we've got when I call the systems, I mean, you know, how is the temperature holding in here? How is the, you know, is it easy to water? That type of things. Well, I've got the water automated, and so that's been great. So the water is automated. It's totally set up. I haven't had to do anything outside of add a little bit of water to the aquaponics system. In fact, I'll show you one more thing here. I got peppers in that drain tile up there. That's actually doing really well, and that's not hydroponics or anything. That's there's soil up there, and I've just got a drip line that's up there that's tied into the automated watering system. So overall, you know, the water is simple, obviously, because it's automated, and the temperature performance is outstanding. And I'm actually going to show you a graph here, and I'll talk through that. You can see here it says temperature report morning. So this is just the morning report when I put in this information sometime between 5 in the morning and say 7 in the morning. The top line, the orange, is the water temperature of the aquaponics system. The blue is the indoor temperature for the greenhouse, and then the red is the outside air temperature. Now you can see right away the water temperature is very stable. It fluctuates the least amount. And then we have the inside air temperature. It fluctuates a little bit more, but it's obviously well above outside for the most part. And I think this occurs for two reasons. One is obviously it's an insulated structure, so it's going to hold some temperature. But then the big reason is because the thermal mass of the water in the aquaponics system, as well as there's plenty of stone in there. There's plenty of rock and all the earth and everything else. That's absorbing some of the heat from the inside. And the greenhouse itself is able to take in all of that solar energy and store much of it, right? It does. It obviously loses a lot with the roof system, but it's able to hold a lot. Obviously within the mass. That's the main thing. And so that's why I think the stability of this has been so good. And then again, this is without any supplemental heat. Okay, this shows you the afternoon report. Not as many data points because I'm just not as good at doing it at that time. But one thing to point out here is that obviously you see that the greenhouse temperature is well above the water at this point, obviously. And this what kicks in here is the exhaust system, and the exhaust system has been working very well. And so far, I've been able to, even on bright sunny days, yes, it gets warm in there, but we've been able to ventilate it just fine. So real happy with that. Here's the evening report, and what's interesting about this is the bit of crossover that occurs between the inside air temperature and the water temperature. But what's abundantly clear is the stability of the water temperature. And here's everything put together, and it just simply shows everything from about March 15th through May 10th, just as an overview. All right, well, there you go. That was Season 2, Episode 1. And I'll give you another update here, hopefully in a couple of weeks, and see what else we're harvesting.